What's up, everybody? This is your boy David, aka Preacher Man, and today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about FrazierChronicles and why you should be joining FrazierChronicles. Alright, so FrazierChronicles is a podcast services, and we podcast about a lot of different things, especially a lot of topics that go on today. With FrazierChronicles, what we have done so far is we have put out numerous podcasts on different topics that go on around the world. And what we have found out is that we send out this information and we get a lot of feedback through our listeners on what they feel is necessary and what some of the changes that they would like to see. And what we do is we take those things that they listeners put out and we take them and put them into a podcast. And one of the biggest podcasts that we have had, which was our recent one that we put out back on September 10th of 2020, this past year, is our suicide prevention, right? And a lot of people wanted to talk about that one. And what we did with that one, we just kind of gave a big rundown on suicide prevention and a lot of the things that we have seen as far as suicides in the military. And that was our biggest demographic, was our military service members, men and women. And then we also went and did one on Will Justice Prevail, where we're talking about the killings that have happened through here in America with our police officers killing Black African American men and women. And we talked a little bit about that. And the question that we always pinpoint on that topic was, will justice prevail? And today, I'm just giving you a little snippet on why you should join FrazierChronicles. When we talk about FrazierChronicles, we're also on iHeartRadio. So in your search, when you go to the search bar on the iHeartRadio platform, you want to make sure that you put in FrazierChronicles. And FrazierChronicles is doing some great things. We're moving in a bigger direction than when we first started off. We started off very small. We didn't have any listeners. So now that we have picked up listeners all over the globe, here in America and international, which is something that we pride ourselves on. We have listeners here in the United States. We have listeners in Ireland. We have listeners in Canada. We have listeners in Germany, Bosnia, Nigeria, South Africa, Australia, the Malaysia, United Kingdom, Italy, Kenya, and so many other places. And we want you to join our podcast as a listener. And we want to also let you know that you can send your questions and your comments and your concerns all the time through email at podcaster@FrazierChronicles.com. And we also want to make sure that you're in tune to understand that FrazierChronicles is growing. And how are we growing? We're growing through listeners. Another part of aspect that we're trying to grow is monetary. So if you would like to send in a donation, you can always go to our website at www.FrazierChronicles.com, and at the top of the screen you will see donation, and you can donate any amount of your choice. You can donate 1 penny, you can donate $1. It doesn't matter. FrazierChronicles will accept it all. We also want to invite you to join FrazierChronicles as well on our YouTube channel. Yes, that's correct, YouTube. And the reason we want to invite you to our YouTube channel is because we feel that it is great that we have followers on all platforms. And that is how we can get the word out. We want you to also understand and know that we are also on Instagram, Facebook, and also some of you guys' favorite, Twitter. And we want you to understand that you can join us there, and you can always send your questions. You can always subscribe to any in each of our episodes. You could also look and share them with your friends. The bigger thing of the bigger picture with FrazierChronicles podcast is that we are very, very open-minded. We speak our minds on our show, and we also make sure to allow everyone to know that at FrazierChronicles, we are never politically correct. And I say that again, we're never politically correct, which makes us a great asset, because we don't worry about what we say and how we say it. We get our point across. Our biggest subjects that we have been talking about have resonated throughout America and internationally with our listeners. They have been able to ask questions and get answers answered. We also would like to make sure that you are aware of Frazier Chronicles and everything that we stand for. Frazier Chronicles is started by a veteran, all right, and that's a military veteran, which is myself. I started Frazier Chronicles wanting to just be able to utilize our freedom of speech, right, and be able to talk about any and everything that I would like to talk about and bring it to life in front of you, live audience. And another thing that I want to say is Frazier Chronicles talks about everything from politics to religion, from religion to education, from education to how you can pay off your student loans, right? So why not get involved now and start listening to the Frazier Chronicles? Again, you can subscribe on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe through podcasts through the web. You can go to iHeartRadio. You can go to Spotify. You can go to Podbean. We're on a lot of platforms. So go subscribe. And you can also send in a donation. And we always want to make sure that you as a listener know and understand that we are here for you. And how are we here for you? We're here to answer questions you might have and anyone else might have. And we want to make sure that everyone is able to get any question that they have answered, and answered in a way that sometimes is not going to be politically correct, but in the way that we deem and see necessary on our platform. So make sure that you hit that notification bell at the bottom here on YouTube, and we want you to make sure that you never, ever miss another episode of Frazier Chronicles, whether it's on our YouTube channel or whether it's on our podcasting platform. We want to make sure that you get involved today. So that is get involved and go ahead and hit that notification bell. Also, make sure you subscribe on any of our platforms. And most importantly, you can also go to www.FrazierChronicles.com and go ahead and subscribe to our podcast. And then if you would like to be generous and send in a generous donation, we will happily take that through our internet services, which is also at www.FrazierChronicles.com. And until next time, I am Frazier Boy. I'm David, aka Preacher Man, and that is my time. Till the next time.